Exactly 2 years ago today, I sat in this very theater to watch the official Five Nights at Freddy's movie. A film nearly a decade in the making, and one that was made specifically for us, fans of Five Nights at Freddy's. Upon release, the film was panned by critics, but fans stood by it, even myself, calling the film a dream come true. Now, over time, I've grown more critical of the film, but I've also never gone back to give the full film a second chance. So today, on the film's second anniversary, I'm spending another night at Freddy's to see, were the critics right? Are fans just blinded by their love of the franchise? Or is this another case of critics being too outdated for video game adaptations? And welcome to the sleepover. What, do you actually think I was gonna rent out that whole theater? Let me tell you, I really wanted to. Turns out it costs a pretty penny, which I do not have right now. Hey, maybe if you subscribed, maybe we'll do that for FNAF 2, who knows? And for a bit of backstory, I first watched the FNAF movie in theaters a day early for Thursday previews. And then I think I watched it 2 other times in theaters, and then I think I've probably watched it 1 or 2 more times when it came out for streaming. Of course, I've gone back for like clips, you know, especially Universal has like the last 8 minutes of the movie. I've probably watched that a couple times, just getting clips for various FNAF News videos. But in terms of watching it in full, it's genuinely something I haven't done for 2 years. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna chill out, watch the movie. I'm gonna pop in every now and then to commentate over the film, give my thoughts on the movie, what I liked originally, what I don't like now, what I thought they could have done better, probably did worse on, that kind of stuff. Man, I already remember the excitement I had watching this intro for the first time. I was really hoping there was going to be a cool open kill, and it's honestly perfect. I love that display so much. Dude, they nailed The Office. We're going to talk about it a bit later, but dude, the set design in this movie, easily one of the best things about it. Uh-oh. I love that shot. Talking in your sleep has, like, really become a FNAF theme, like a FNAF song in my mind. Ooh, there's Kellen! Man, I forgot how awesome this opening kill is. Get his ass, Foxy! Cook him! And then the chair, man. What a weird, but honestly, kind of awesome new addition for the film. Like, I did not at all think this is how stuffing suits went in the games, but honestly, now it's all I can picture. And like, the original concept art of like the device in their mouth was so terrifying, but honestly, I feel like this mask works a lot better. And then we just get this banger of a theme song. La, la. Dude, I love it so much. I've also come around a lot to this 8-bit intro, because at first I thought we would like never see the missing kids incident take place in the film franchise, and that's why I didn't like it. But now that it seems like we might get flashbacks to that in FNAF 2, I dig this intro so damn much, man. I still do think it would have been cool to see just a little bit more of the missing kids incident in this first film here, but I guess I won't complain too much since we're actually getting it. And this title card, still not a big fan of it. I think they should have gone with the one that they showed at the end of the trailer there. I really love this introduction now. I remember not liking it because they seem to really despise each other. You know I have somewhere I have to be. Come on, let's go. But now that we have gotten to know their dynamic a lot more, I really do love it. I've grown to really love and cherish these characters. Hey, I have that book now. What's up, Jeremiah? You're coming back in the second movie, buddy. Secret Magic Rainbow! First of many Easter eggs in this movie. Super awesome to have a FNAF World reference in the Lord's year of 2023. I remember this scene first getting leaked during filming, and everyone was so confused. There he is. Mr. Raglan. Man, I really wish I could just play this whole exchange, this whole interaction for you guys, because it's so good. Not great. Dude, I love these two. Genuinely perfect casting. Matthew Lillard and Josh Hutcherson. Also, like, we all knew he was William Afton because of the casting announcement, but this interaction, specifically, going back and watching it, really knowing what he's gonna do and say later on in the film, you catch a lot of small details. Like when he first reads Schmidt as his last name, and then when he's like, oh, that's a shame. Like, to Mike initially refusing to work at Freddy's. So it's the tiny details about Matthew's acting, which is just so perfect. The first of many flashbacks in this movie. Like, I get why they do the flashbacks so many times in the movie, but I do think it's a bit excessive and takes up a bit too much of the runtime, especially with some other things, which we'll get to once he actually gets to Freddy's being quite lacking in the movie. Him actually playing the game, checking the cameras, closing the doors. Would have liked a bit of more screen time with that rather than like our third or fourth flashback. Dog! Doug! So funny that Mary Stuart Masterson, just looking back on the cast announcements, was announced as, like, a villain in the movie. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess, but I don't... Did she need her own dedicated casting announcement alongside Mike and William Afton in the movies? I've also come around a lot to this side plot, showing just how much Mike is struggling. I remember watching this and getting so hyped. Him mentioning the security cameras, the electricity, I'm like, alright! This movie's gonna be packed with him watching the cameras, him getting a power out scene, and having Freddy come after him. And it's only now that I have watched it so many times, I can only feel just a little bit disappointed by some of that. And it's like this sequence right here, this scene right here of him first getting in the office, settling down, watching the cameras. This right here, this shot of him looking at the cameras, one of the most underappreciated scenes in the entire movie. Because, like, that is FNAF right there. And I wish we just got a bit more of him checking the cameras, him watching the animatronics move, him closing doors. Like, look at that. That is FNAF, man. I don't know if that was intentional. You know, that old theory that purple guy was the phone guy, but I mean, that's pretty much what we got in this movie, and I kind of love it. I know I complained earlier about there too many flashbacks, but if we got a bit more flashbacks of, like, old Freddy's back when it was still operating, I would love that. We saw cut content of, like, fixed Foxy and, you know, all the fixed versions of the animatronics all cleaned up during the day. And also that missing kids report on the news station. Why'd they cut that? That seemed like that was going to be an awesome scene. Balloon Boy for no reason. He looks so goofy, but we love him. The bunny. Oh, like the cupcake looking at him. All these shots. Dude, there is some great camera work here. Here's Freddy. I love that scene so much. This first night, I'm gonna say it, I think is when the movie, like, peaks. I don't know, I mean, we still got, like, a lot more movie to go, but, like, this first night and night 5, when everything goes down, peak. Absolute cinema.
I know where you
live. Dude, there's some funny jokes in here that I forgot about. Sparkies. I sure hope there's no YouTuber cameos around here. What? It's Toy Bonnie! He said the thing! He said the thing! Dude, my theater erupted when Meppa showed up. I still remember I was the first person to notice because I recognized his voice. You know what? Doug is a great part of the movie. I think maybe fans blew it a bit too out of proportion, but I forgot. He's such a fun addition to the film.
What are you doing?
Me with Toy Chica be like, I love this scene as well, actually.
now. I'm coming with you.
I love them so much. Alright, night 2, here we go. You know, I had a thing I wanted to do. You know the new Superman movie? How they were gonna have, like, title cards for, like, the days of the week? I kind of wanted to try that with the FNAF movie. Have, like, night 1, night 2. Uh-oh. Hey, where's... Now, wait a second, where'd that one go? And Mike's not even watching, you see what I mean? Bro's not even checking the cameras, he's doing another goddamn flashback, bro. Play FNAF for once in your life. I can also understand now why general audiences were very confused by this film and its lore. Oh, there's a Foxy attack. There's Crying Child. Because it does take a while for them to really explain what's going on with that. It's me, Golden Freddy. There's Foxy! Would have been cool to actually see you attack Mike instead of the ghost kid, but at least we got to see you for a split second, buddy. Really throwing everything at you at the start of night 2. Now we got the introduction of Vanessa. I remember feeling very conflicted by the announcement of Vanessa in the movie, but it's another thing that I've come around to. I can understand Elizabeth Lail's acting is not the best in this, which I don't think is her fault. I think it's honestly the script and dialogue that she was given for her character. I think she's a wonderful actress. I think she might have been given maybe not the best material. But I've really grown to love her in this film as this character, and I am very glad she's coming back for the second film, and honestly, I really hope that she is a staple of the series. I don't know why she's interrogating him so much. Girl, you know what's going on. That's why you came here. Oh yeah. Oh, it's showtime now. Get ready, Mike. It's Foxy. There's the gang. Look at the squad. Still just so cool to see. Wow, way to kill the mood, Bonnie. I love those animatronics so much. Jim Henson, we do not deserve you.
Maybe some other time.
Vanessa, I'll dance with you.
You said some kids went missing?
Sure.
I can understand why Vanessa's character is dancing around all that backstory. I think it was a really bad call
Now
to
you're official.
not let the audience know. I think general audiences would have greatly benefited from hearing that story a lot earlier on in the movie, like right now, instead of learning about it at night 5 at the end of the film. I think they just take way too long to fully reveal what's going on for general audiences. Again, us FNAF fans know what's going on, but so far, they haven't explained that at all, and they won't until the end of the movie, pretty much. And I think that's why general audiences just really didn't click with the story of this film. Bonnie really doesn't like that. I still like this sequence. I like the gradual build-up that's going on right now. As they're wrecking the place, all the animatronics like slowly kind of like waking up. I don't know why they made the cupcake such an antagonist in this movie. I mean, they do a lot of attacking in this film. Probably more than like some of the main FNAF 1 guys, like Bonnie and Chica. Look at them! This is what I like about this film. I know, we're going to talk about it once we get to like the 4th scene, but I like when the animatronics are doing the kills. Maybe that's just like the slasher fan in me, but I like when my antagonists, my horror antagonists, are actually doing some slashing, doing some killing in the horror movie. Bunny! Ugh. Uh-oh. I like this kill a lot more than I remember. I remember really not liking it, because it was a cutaway kill. Paying attention to the sounds, I think it works a lot better than I remembered. And I really like this shot of Bonnie as well, emerging from the closet. Bonnie's out of the closet, congrats, bro. Curious that Hank here does more checking the cameras than Mike ever will in this film. Hank actually plays FNAF more than Mike plays FNAF in the FNAF movie. And here's Foxy. I also really like the implication that like the building itself is haunted. Not just the characters, but the building itself. Hey, and there's Foxy running with that classic FNAF 1 jump scare sound. Sparky! I remember my theater also went crazy for Sparky. The characters are just so effective when they're like this. Far away, in the dark, like the start of the scene, the closet scene with Bonnie, right before Hank turns on the light and his eyes aren't glowing. I don't mind the glowing eyes, but I do think it's more effective without them when they're just standing in the corner in the dark. Was that the bite of 87? Such an effective kill. That whole sequence, pure cinema. I don't think there is much I'd change about that whole break-in sequence. I think sometimes it's a bit too cutaway, but also I think when it does cut away, they do a very good job with like the shadows, the silhouettes, or the sound effects to make it effective still.
Mike didn't tell me you have a daughter. Gross.
Oh, well.
I like Piper's reaction there, or I guess Abby's reaction. Gross.
Do the rest, Mike.
This interaction here, I love it. I love these characters.
Our mom died a little while back. Dad, he couldn't handle it, so...
I do hope we get more explanation for that. It seems like FNAF 2 is going to focus a lot on Vanessa's backstory, which I love. I do think in FNAF 3 we'll get a lot more of like Mike's backstory and William Afton's connection with all that explanation on Garrett. And then that'll build up to the big finale with Mike versus Springtrap in FNAF 3. That's what I'm guessing is going to happen. Whenever I rewatch movies, it feels like it goes by a lot faster. Like the pace is very fast. I don't know if that's just because I'm rewatching it, and that usually happens with me, or if the pace like really truly is this fast. I think it's because I know what scenes are like coming next, that sort of stuff. But it does make me a little bit worried because we got the runtime for FNAF 2, and it's like 6 minutes shorter than this movie. I really was hoping that FNAF 2 would be over 2 hours, so we'll see how that movie does with pacing. Hey, he's checking the cameras. I wonder if he's... Oh, never mind. He gave up checking the cameras. So who stuffed the suit? Jesus. I actually forgot about that. Are we supposed to believe that, like, William came back and stuffed the wrecking crew in the suits? Or did the animatronics do that? I was gonna go back to the office and check the cameras. Just kidding. It's another flashback. This guy is allergic to playing FNAF. I like how giddy
Now you're back there.
Abby is to like play. It's really cute. But also, I don't think she was expecting these to be the people who wanted to play. Oh, is it gonna hit Freddy with a chair? This is when the movie takes a turn that I don't know if I'm fully on board with. You could probably guess my opinion on this based on what I said during the Wrecking Crew night, but I think at the end of the day, I understand they're innocent kids. I understand the direction that Scott went with and the crew went with this. I don't know, just the slasher fan in me, I don't... It's hard for me to get on board these guys being all cuddly and fun and silly during the day, building forts, stuff like that, when we just saw them brutally murder like 4 people. I think it's just a very big tone shift. I feel like they can be a bit more expressive there. If you want them to be fun, cute, silly, make them expressive like how they were in behind-the-scenes videos, interacting with all the YouTubers. They were so expressive there. And then in that scene, they're all like staring off into space. Like, bro, what's going on there? This right here is a terrible transition. This is a terrible fade in. But what comes next is absolute cinema. Girl, back up from the camera. Girl. Okay, maybe I don't like them being all cute and friendly, but I do really like the dynamic between them and Abby. It is really nice. This is the night with the fort. Yep, there it is. And like, I don't get why Vanessa's down to do this, because she knows the terrible things that happen with those kids, and like, maybe she also realizes that they're just innocent kids at heart, and they don't mean any harm. It seems so strange to me that she's so down to do this. Dangerous activity. With these dangerous animatronics, and then at the end of this night be like, don't bring Abby back here, it's dangerous, or I'm gonna shoot you. Hell yeah. I don't know. Like, again, I understand why this was included. I totally get why Scott and the crew wrote it this way. Personally, I have just found it very difficult to come around to. That's just my personal opinion. I will admit I'm just someone who's not a big fan of the fort scene. I like when my slasher animatronics are slashers. Sorry. Again, I get they're innocent kids. Hey, look, it's Ella. This was crazy. A book character showing up, a Springlock Ella suit. Just a strange assortments of scenes happening right now. It's another thing where it's like they're kind of throwing a lot at the viewer, and I'm having to process this, try to think of what I want to say, and then we're already on to the next scene. Like, I wanted to talk about Mike and Vanessa's exchange, and then we come out here, Abby and the animatronics are dancing, Abby gets electrocuted and fucking explodes.
I will shoot you.
I remember my audience laughing at that line. Vanessa's character is always acknowledging something else because, like, she knows about William and everything that's going on, but the audience still doesn't yet. So, like, she's avoiding talking about it all, which doesn't give context to the audience. It's just, it's kind of all over the place, I feel like, when Vanessa talks.
There's my favorite little girl.
Oh, when Abby steps back, man, it gets me. I don't like this scene, man. It's sad. Back at Freddy's. One would hope to play FNAF, but nope, we're going right to bed. It's like, come on, bro. Play FNAF. Close the door. Please, I'm actually begging you. I really like Josh's acting here. I think it holds up.
We want Abby.
I kind of never understood why. Just because they're all kids, they get to hang out and play?
She loves them.
I guess. I mean, thank you for explaining it, Garrett, actually.
You were never the right person to take care of her.
Jesus. I forgot how kind of dark this scene gets. Damn, especially considering he agrees. Oh, I sure hope we get to see the animatronics in motion attacking Mike. It'd be really upsetting if we only got to see the spirits do that again. Also, like, Scott, they're innocent kids' coffin, and then they start attacking him like this. They got what they want. Why are they angry now? It's like, oh, who we got there? Couple of pals? Couple of stuffed friends? Ugh, gross. I do really like all the makeup they did, especially for Coral there. No, Foxy. That's a cool shot. Go, 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 and fade to black. Oh no, Golden Frombo! There's Corey, by the way. Shout out to the Corey Easter egg. I am very disappointed, though, with how they executed Golden Freddy's animatronic suit. How did bro fit in the cab? Genuinely. Golden Freddy, why is he not slumped over, guys? What's going on here? Scott had to remind the crew, no, Golden Freddy doesn't move. But he apparently didn't remember that Golden Freddy also doesn't stand.
And you knew what they were capable of, and you didn't say anything.
Mike, please just...
Abby is in danger.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I was saying that earlier. Oh, dude, and then the theme kicks up. Oh my god. So good. Like I said, night 1, night 5, really the peak of this movie, man. This scene goes so hard. This explanation. Dude.
Why would they?
This reveal right here. Every FNAF fan knows this, but they did such a great job revealing it here. So impactful.
It's not just their ghosts that are inside those machines. It's their bodies. His name is William Afton.
Dude, hearing William Afton said out loud in a theater on the big screen, I'll never forget that. Also, Elizabeth Little's acting is really good in this scene. Oh, her acting here is really, really good, dude. The way she, like, stumbles. Rats in the vents! Freddy, look over there! I also feel like the animatronics move a bit too fast there. Like, I understand there are people in suits and that's why. But I feel like sometimes in this movie, it can be really apparent that there are people in the suits. I think the majority of the times, they do a very good job with their acting, like pretending to be robots. But sometimes they move a bit too fast. That's crazy though. I kind of want to know how they did that scene. Did they actually like push over the animatronics? Chica, no, what the fridge? I like how Chica's eyes widen there. If you told me like this would be a scene in the FNAF movie 5 years ago, Chica tries to spring lock Abby in a Ella suit and then gets tasered by Mike, I don't think I'd believe you. But here we are. Why is the cupcake so bloodthirsty in this movie? Oh wait, here comes like one of the best shots in the entire film. Dude, cinema. That shot right there is like one of the best scenes in the entire movie. Oh, and this like, oh, this scene goes so hard. It's like from the Silver Eyes with Charlie behind all the arcade machines. Oh my god. It's so good, man. I think it's because Foxy's the only animatronic that's like a full-on animatronic. I think that's why I like this scene so much. It's just because you can tell that's not a guy in a suit. That's an animatronic. This entrance with this score as well. Dude, it looks so good. And how he just tanks the taser. Oh, a nitpick on Foxy, by the way. I wish his jaw hung open. I've never been a fan of closed jaw Foxy. I just have the biggest, stupidest smile on my face. I love watching this scene. What? What? How could it be you? How could it be the guy that was announced as William Afton a year and a half before the movie came out? Yikes. Just tanks a bullet as well. This guy's tanking everything. Oh, but he's pissed. I love how much Matthew Lillard loves playing William Afton. I genuinely hope we get, like, 10 movies with him. I love him. No! My theater audibly, like, gasped at this moment. I think probably so did I. And, like, just for a split second, you can see his regret. And then he snaps back. God, I love... Matthew's acting is so good. Dude, and then the theme kicks back up. I'm a sucker for this theme, man. I love it so much. Anytime it plays in this movie, it's just, like, instant chills. God, I love the scene. And then, just like that, everything turns. I really love how, like, cinematic and eventful this scene is made to be. There's very little things I'd change. I think I'd love some screaming from Matthew here.
I always come back.
He said the thing! Doesn't really make sense in the context right now, but he said the thing! The Springlock scene, I've spent a lot of time thinking, like, this is what it is in the movie universe. This is the only scene we're gonna get of it, and we just have to accept that fact. I think there's tiny nitpicks I have, but at the end of the day, it just being so cinematic and impactful. Don't know why Freddy made that noise, but he did make it. I think is... Like, look at that. So crazy. I would have liked a little bit of screaming, but other than that, I think I really do like that scene. Really, really impactful. Really grand moment. I think the filmmakers knew and understood that, and I think they did a really good job with it. It is crazy they put this in the trailer. Y'all remember that? When they just straight up spoiled this in the trailer?
Can we visit them sometime?
I like Mike's reaction there.
You never know what can happen.
This movie can make $300 million and they'll want to do a sequel. These are really cool shots. And they lead to such a sick reveal, man. Nope, you're staying in there for a couple years. I'm glad that they had Living Tombstone in here. I think it's a little corny, but I think the fans deserved it. There are post-credit scenes, but come on, you've already seen those. Balloon Boy in the cab with Corey, and then the Come Find Me at the end teasing FNAF 2. But that was the official FNAF movie. You could probably assume my opinion on it based on my commentary throughout the movie, but I do think it holds up. As a FNAF fan, I really do think it does. Upon rewatching it, and now with the knowledge of what exactly critics complained about with the movie, I can absolutely see their criticism, and I really do hope that the filmmakers took notice of that and took account for it when they were making the second FNAF movie. They said that they were. We'll see if that's true in a month. I do think the standouts are just how much of the film is practical. All the sets of the pizzeria look so good. The fact that it's one giant building as well that you could literally walk all around in made it just that much more special. And then, of course, the animatronics. Genuinely, the fact that we managed to get Jim Henson's on these films is a miracle. They do such an incredible job. And I'm especially excited because even though I still do think the animatronics in this film look good, they do look really good, the ones in FNAF 2 look to be a lot more game accurate, which I'm very excited about. Tiny nitpicks here and there about the suit performers, kind of making it obvious that it's people inside the suits, but everything practical in this movie deserves the biggest round of applause. It was also really nice to re-fall in love with all the human characters again. I still stand by the fact that it is perfect casting Matthew Lillard and Josh Hutcherson as William Afton and Mike. Perfect casting there. And then new characters to this point in the storyline, Vanessa and Abby, such great additions as well. I love the dynamic between everyone, genuinely just like super wholesome, super sweet. Seems like everyone is like super pumped and happy to be a part of this franchise. They love their roles, they love being a part of the series, which is like the best thing you could ask for. But it was really nice going back to rewatch this movie. There's a lot of, again, nitpicks, a lot of criticism I have for it. I really wish Mike actually played FNAF in it, actually had Five Nights at Freddy's in the movie Five Nights at Freddy's. I understand there was a lot of pushback from articles that were like, bro doesn't play FNAF in the movie, and then fans were like, oh, you just want to watch like a 2-hour movie of someone sitting down checking cameras? Obviously not, but him checking the cameras, closing the doors, being concerned about losing power, any game elements from the game being featured in the movie would have actually been really nice. But we don't get that. I think that's probably like one of my biggest complaints is that for Five Nights at Freddy's, besides night one, we really don't get a whole lot of actual gameplay similar to Five Nights at Freddy's. All the YouTuber cameos, all of the secret Easter egg characters, and really just seeing the characters come to life on the big screen finally after like 8-9 years of development hell was really cool. And again, like seeing the Springlock scene on live action on the big screen, even if I have some nitpicks for it, so surreal. Hearing the name William Afton being muttered on the big screen, so crazy. And then also just how much the film series has grown since the release of the first film, with how successful it was. Now we're getting a second movie, probably a third movie. Now we're getting, you know, FNAF movie stuff at Halloween Horror Nights, which was so awesome and surreal to experience. Having a successful film franchise now was something I feel like FNAF fans never really expected, with how stuck in development how the first movie's been, but now here we are. It's really nice, and I think going back and watching this first film, despite its flaws, it really is something special, and I think has kicked off something really incredible in this community. FNAF fans especially, this film definitely holds a special place in their heart. So I'd love to know, what are your thoughts on the FNAF movie? Do you like it? Do you not? I've given you my thoughts, and now I'd love to know yours. Thank you guys so much for watching this special video. Happy 2nd anniversary to the FNAF movie, and looking forward to FNAF 2 in only 1 month now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the flip side. Goodbye.